Joining me now is forensic pathologist Dr. Priya Banerjee and former FBI agent, NewsNation Law and Justice contributor Jennifer Coffindaffer. Doc, what is the forensic reality? If there's no water in the lungs, could he have drowned?
Yes, drowning is a complex diagnosis, and there's not one particular finding that solidifies drowning. So I've seen drownings, less common, but ones that don't have very heavy lungs. And this was a river, so more fresh water, where more of the water goes into the blood and then later gets into the lungs. So you don't always need what we call pulmonary edema or water in the lungs to necessarily have drowning.
So when you say you've seen it before in freshwater situations specifically, are you talking like 1 in 100 you don't find it? Or is it a 50-50 proposition, as likely as not? Because this is a big detail that's making a lot of people think the police got it wrong.
Sure. You know, it's hard for me to say. I live in Rhode Island, where obviously there's extensive water, but most of ours are brackish to ocean or bay, you know, where we're dealing with salt water. Fresh water is less common, so I can't put a accurate statistic on it. We look at other things like water in the stomach, water in the sinuses, which is like a cavity up here. But again, not one thing is like a home run for drowning.
Jen, no pants, no cowboy boots, no wallet. What does that mean to you, Coffindaffer?
Well, what it means to me, there's a couple of possibilities. First of all, he could have gone to the edge and to urinate, and he could have himself loosened up his pants when he fell in, right before he fell in. Also, the Cumberland River is extremely fast-flowing, heavy current. There's a lot of debris that could have grabbed onto his pants and dislodged them from his body. It was 8 miles he traveled over almost 2 weeks.
Priya, you're nodding along because you're not shocked that a body 2 weeks in that kind of water was found without pants and cowboy boots?
No, I think that could be completely consistent. I didn't realize the distance was so long. You know, the time is 2 weeks, and, you know, I'm not familiar with that territory, that area, but 8 miles is really long under currents. I think you can lose things. And you know, the alcohol possibly having loosened the pants, you know, if he was urinating or something, could be a setup for them coming off later.
Jen, what else do you need to know?
I think what we need to know is they've done an autopsy that's been reviewed. There's no sign of stabbing. There's no sign of bruising. There's no sign he was attacked. So therefore, it's difficult to just make some sort of leap that something nefarious happened. There's no evidence of that.
I got it.
There is evidence that he fell in and tragically drowned.
Doc,
and I think
go ahead, last word to you.
The one thing I wanted to add is we look for what happened prior to the death, if you will, the events, and the stumbling. You guys are playing it. It's like you read my mind. He's very unstable prior. And so an accidental fall in due to intoxication seems like a likely story. You always approach a case like this. Did something bad happen to him? Did someone do something? And if that's ruled out, it's very hard to substantiate that claim without trauma.
I hear it. Doctor, thank you. Coffindaffer, as always, appreciate it. Hey, thank you for watching. Please go to newsnationnow.com, newsnationnow.com, and you can find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button down below. Then you will get more of NewsNation's fact-driven coverage.